Nenny Nine Eyes. Interesting name. This petite, attractive young woman is smiling blissfully and humming to herself. Her wide, pale blue eyes seem constantly drink in the surroundings as she looks about. The smiling young woman curtsies gracefully and looks up to you, smiling. Well met, good sir. I'm Nenny, and how are you this fine day? She suddenly notices your scars and places a gloved hand over her mouth. Oh my, you're hurt. All over. Mort spins around, mocking the girl's obviousness. Powers above, Chief. She's alright. She's right. I never noticed before. You're covered in scars. Okay. Mort speaks sarcastic. They're old scars. I'm fine. She nods quietly, lowering her hand. I had some questions. Huh? She can't seem to tear her eyes from your scars. Oh, how shameful of me. Don't mind my rude staring. I'm named Nenny. She takes a little curtsy. And it is my great pleasure to welcome you to our brothel for the slaking of intellectual lusts. She returns to staring at your body. You have tattoos under those scars, too. What's that one? She points to one of your tattoos. That one's... looks fascinating. Look at the way the lines of ink... I think that's ink. She squints at the tattoo, then reaches out to touch it. We're not going to move. I think that's ink. She traces a finger around the edge of the tattoo. Is it ink? And what a pattern! Look at the way the lines intersect here. She touches the center of the tattoo. That's simply amazing. She purses her lips and frowns in disappointment. I could make it out better if there weren't so many scars. Nothing to do about the scars, they're permanent. Oh, I'm sorry. Pucks me for even mentioning them. She cringes. But I have to know, are you absolutely sure you're alright? I'm looking at you, and I can't help but believe you're not in some pain. None of the physical variety, really. Oh, are you hurt inside? In the head? She claps her hands eagerly. Mayhap I can help. In fact, I know I can. Part of a sensate's training is to learn how to draw hurt from others. My mistress says a sensate may draw pain from a wound and bring it into oneself. But nonetheless, I can help. May I try? Please say yes. But okay. If you want. Say, alright, we'll give anything a try. Yes, please. She clasps her hands and makes to rest them lightly on your forehead. As she draws near, you notice that Nenny's skin is lightly perfumed with the scent of lilacs. She rests her gloved hands gently upon your forehead and closes her eyes. She hums lightly to herself, and you feel a faint warmth spreading throughout your body. Thanks, that felt nice. Sure, glad I could help. She beams at you. She seems ready to burst with joy. Right, I had a question. What are you doing here? Start with that. I'm talking to you, silly. She giggles and pokes you in the belly. Just like I talk to all the patrons here. All the prostitutes do. That's what the brothel's about. Learning new ways to talk and share experiences and understand other people. Okay, stupid question then. You know anything about Ravel Puzzlewell?
Journal.
Oh, sorry, that's a great name though, huh? I bet she's a really interesting person. Hey, you should ask Eves about her. Eves collects all kinds of stories. Great. That's good. So we'll find this Eves person. She might know something. Let's go about this place. Ins and outs for talking to people, learning about others. I guess it's good that there's something in there. Yeah. That's, Mort's, yeah. She seems a little bit, Anyway. That's all I wish to know, Nanny. Farewell. Alright, let's get all of our party members at the door and go back in. Or out. Please. There we go.
I'm gone.
Let's go in here. Echo. The striking young woman has a skin color of burnished copper, a translucent white dress, and a precariously held by golden clasps. It is draped carefully over her shapely form. Greetings. She smiles briefly. We have some questions. Who are you? She does not offer a response. Can you speak? She shakes her head and smiles sadly at you.
Updated my journal.
Mort says, I love this shit already. Can you write then or pantomime? She pouts, shaking her head. Well, asking why she can't communicate might not be very... No, I think we will ask. She sighs softly and nods. Actually, tell me... Yeah, because I think her character would not really think that question through before asking it. I don't think there's anything really to be gained from
I'm gone.
this conversation, unfortunately.
All right.
So let's continue on.
All right. Done. All right.
Nothing really in this room, which is kind of just randomly there. Alright, well, you know what? I will actually try asking the other questions with this character. I think I just,
Done.
it might be this room.
All right.
Yeah. No. Talk. Greetings again. Ravel Puzzlewell. Her eyes flash and she smiles. She nods at you.
Updated my journal.
She simply looks at you. Okay. She knows of Ravel Puzzlewell, but yeah, it's not really much to say. Journal. Yeah, so there might be a quest about getting her to be able to speak again. But anyway, we'll see what comes up. Okay, Marissa. Squinting at the figure behind the partition, you can barely make out a shapely female form in darkness. She turns to you, but you can see nothing of her face. The figure answers in a voice that is slow and deadly, like a steel dagger drawn across a stone. Yes, come to speak with Marissa, have you? Quite rude of you to enter a darkened room, storming behind my partition like so. Rude and foolhardy. You can hear a faint whispering sound like a slight breeze or the hissing of serpents. Whoa, creepy chit. My apologies, lady. Had some questions. Alright. Again, my lady is a little bit, I think, a bit formal for our character. Though as a sign of respect, I understand that. I just don't think our character would be respectful, necessarily. I had some questions. Do you, then? There's a faint hissing sound when the woman's next speaks, her voice dripped. And when she... What is it? Ooh, I cannot wait for questions. She's just being sarcastic. Why is it so dark in here, is what I meant to ask. But instead we're asking, what are you doing here? Fine. Sitting here with my thoughts, listening to your voice, to you voice yours. The silence of both of them, literal and figurative, is deafening. Why do you have such a terrible disposition? Yeah, we'll say that. Your faint hissing sound. Because something of mine is missing. And something unwanted has arrived on my doorstep in its place. Okay. What's gone missing?
My journal.
My veil. My crimson veil. Have you seen it, perchance? No, what is it for? It's not a normal veil. It aids me in communication. Face-to-face communication, that is. Why do you need to hide your face? Enough with these asinine questions. How tiresomely annoying you are. Now, what do you want? Just some questions answered. Why is it so dark in here? To prevent any unwanted and embarrassing casualties. Alright, we'll just leave it at that. What can you tell me about the silent prostitute? Yes, Echo. I knew another Echo once, though her name was written differently. I know nothing of this girl, though. Ask Dolora of her. She has made friends of an old lover of Echo's, I've heard. Had another question. More pointless questions. Do you know anything about Ravel Puzzlewell? No. Do you? You hear an annoyed sigh from out of the darkness. Go ask Eves. She clicks many tales and can probably tell you something of use. Alright, so if we find a Crimson Veil, we bring it here.
I'm gone.
How about, Kesai Cirrus? This alarmingly voluptuous woman has a thick mane of wavy, raven-colored hair. Bluish skin and shimmering crimson eyes like rubies which have fires lit behind them. Though she is not beautiful in the typical sense of the word, her features are exotic and not altogether unattractive. The woman's voice is deep and sensuous. And my greetings to you, sir. Her burning eyes roam over you. I'm Kesai Cirrus. So tell me, what might I do for you, Typical Mort. Anything! Do anything you want to me. Kesai laughs heartily, revealing canines long enough to be considered fangs. She shakes her head and smiles at Mort. Truly though, please, what can I do for you? What do you usually do for patrons? Talk, of course. Usually about dreams, often those erotic in nature, but not always. So what would you like to tell me? Yours? So would you like to tell me yours? Don't be shy. I've heard everything you know. Nothing will shock or surprise me. And I so love to hear people's dreams. We can trade if you'd like. Too. But you must go first. I like that answer. My dreams were recently revised when I saw you. I don't think our character was going to say that, though. I don't have dreams, actually. Kesai arches her eyebrows in surprise. Truly? How sad. Even fiends and divas dream. You know, are you certain you don't? Quite certain, no dreams at all. Too peculiar. I'm at a loss as to what to say. We did have some questions. She blinks the crimson eyes at you, awaiting your question. What are you, if you don't mind me asking? What, can't you tell? She draws herself upwards, thrusting her ample bosom toward you. A woman! She raises an eyebrow. I can see my answer doesn't please you. I'm plain touched, actually, like your friend here. She indicates Anna. That's all you need to know. Oh, I want more questions. Questions. What can you tell me of the silent prostitute? That's Echo. She's very sweet, but so quiet. I understand that she said something once which caused some great tragedy, and because of that, she'll never speak again. An interesting enough story, but I don't know if it's true. Try asking Dolora. I've seen her talking to an ex-lover of Echo back from a time when Echo was speaking. I'm trying to find Marissa's Crimson Veil. Do you know where it might be?
Updated my journal.
No, I haven't seen it since the last time she wore it, but Nanny might have seen something, so try asking her. I'll admit, it's been nice. Marissa won't leave her chamber without the veil, and so we've all been spared her foul tongue, leaving us only Kimaxi to deal with. She smirks. The Kimaxi's the worst of the two, though. How so? Marissa's she's mean, but Kimaxi, she's a bitter, spiteful monster of a woman, with a venomous tongue and a demeanor of a Baelor. I can't see why anyone would like to speak to her. I sincerely doubt her appearance makes up for that flaying poisonous mouth of hers, but she receives patrons nonetheless. Other questions? Ravel Puzzlewell. No, nothing. Are you sure? You seem suddenly upset. She narrows her red eyes at you. Of course I'm sure. Don't ask me her again. Alright, so she knows stuff, but she's not going to tell us. Farewell.
Alright. Alright.
So let's just finish exploring all the rooms. Actually, I am going to save, I think. Don't see anyone in here.
Done.
about this one? Here we go. This is the one that is apparently mean. This wild-looking tiefling girl meets your gaze with an angry scowl. Her tattooed body is practically naked, covered only by a narrow leather thong, a black cloth brassiere, and armored shoulder pads that appear to serve more as decoration rather than actual protection. Her spiked hair, as well as the thin fur that covers her goat-like legs, is brassy white, and numerous silver rings dangle from her ears, nostrils, lips, and brow. She wears a leather collar around her throat with the inscription Kimaxi at her tongue. Greetings. She bares her teeth at you. And just what are you looking at, you banged-up sod? My friend thought you were attractive, but whoa, was he ever horribly mistaken. She sneers at Mort, then looks below him, where her body would normally be. Sharp tongue for a stemless deader. We're not going to interfere. I think we'll let this be an opportunity for Mort to maybe learn his place a bit. Like I'd let mine anywhere near you if I had one. What, did you hear the word brothel and think you could make some jink here, you flea-bin gutter whore? Ha! Can't believe they even let you in the door with all those ticks hopping off your shaggy legs. Ticks? The only annoying insect around here is you. She suddenly turns to you. Hey, you here to talk to me or what? What else can I do with you? What did you have in mind, you sodding jawbox? Go ahead, give me the reason to say no to you. What do you usually do for patrons? I'm a practitioner of abuse. Ah. Okay. Enough said. Other questions. The tiefling rolls her eyes, and what make you think I care? Why don't you look at my backside? My tongue's not wide enough, I don't like hair in my mouth. Yeah, well, I think we're getting annoyed, so we'll say that. Well, you seem to be to like the taste of offal in your mouth, you dung-breathed cretin. Only because it's like... Yeah. Yeah. Kiss me, she makes a retching sound. I'd rather kiss a bloody mass of phlegm than lay my lips on you, no thanks. No. Okay. Yeah, there's no real way to continue that conversation, so... Yeah, no. Nothing more to be said.